Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to unpack, really interesting topics and pull out those key insights that can genuinely empower you.
hmm
Today, we're embarking on an exploration. It's called The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. We're drawing from a summary of Joseph Murphy's pretty transformative work.
Yeah, it really is.
And this whole journey, it's really about understanding that deep, often hidden impact our inner thoughts have on, well, everything, our outer reality.
Exactly. And our mission, really, for you listening, is to unlock, let's say, a practical grasp on how your mind works.
Right.
So you can move beyond just knowing these ideas to actually, applying them.
Getting practical.
Think of it like finding a blueprint almost for programming your own mind, not just for potential, but for massive real potential.
That's a really powerful way to put it, yeah. And if you've ever felt, like your thoughts are just doing their own thing, or wondered how your deepest beliefs actually literally shape the world around you. Well, you're in for some, I think, truly illuminating insights today.
Definitely.
We're going to dig into how we bridge that gap, right?
Yeah.
Between knowing we have this inner power and, well, actually using it, wielding it.
Okay, let's do it.
So let's start at the foundation. Murphy, he introduces this fundamental concept, right? There's this incredibly powerful force. It's operating just beneath our conscious radar all the time,
Constantly.
shaping our experiences. And this is, of course, the subconscious mind. He basically suggests that learning to program it, that's the key. That unlocks this extraordinary potential in our lives.
That really is the heart of it. And to really get this, we need to kind of separate the two main departments in your head.
Okay.
Your conscious mind, that's your logical, active self. It reasons, it analyzes, makes the day-to-day decisions.
The busy part?
The busy part, yeah. But then there's the subconscious. It's different. It's emotional. It doesn't really discriminate. And crucially, it's always listening, always absorbing, always listening. Wow.
And here's the critical bit. What you repeatedly think about, what you keep feeding into that emotional part of your mind, that stuff gets deeply rooted down in the subconscious.
Right.
And that, in turn, directly affects every single aspect of your life.
Yeah.
Often, you don't even realize it's happening.
That's incredible to think about. If it's always listening, always absorbing, then it sounds like our thoughts aren't just, fleeting things. They literally become our reality. It's not just a nice sentiment. It's like our beliefs are actively, physically shaping the world we experience.
They absolutely are. And the mechanism behind it, it's almost deceptively simple.
How so?
The subconscious mind, it just accepts whatever the conscious mind believes is true. No questions asked, no judgment.
Takes it as gospel.
Exactly.
Huh.
Which naturally raises a really important question for all of us. If it just accepts whatever we tell it, how do we intentionally train it? How do we guide it?
Yeah, how do we take control? Murphy's answer is pretty direct. You have to proactively, consistently feed it positive, empowering thoughts. It's less about just thinking positive randomly.
Right, not just wishful thinking.
No, it's more about cultivating a specific mental frequency, you could say, a feeling state that your subconscious can then align with and, well, replicate.
Okay, so if belief is the engine, the driving force,
Yeah.
what are the tools? What does Murphy give us to actually steer this thing? What are the practical techniques to start that dialogue, to begin the reprogramming?
Right, the how-to. These are your, let's call them core mental architects.
Right.
Visualization and affirmations.
Okay, visualization and affirmation.
Visualization, it's about painting vivid, really detailed mental pictures of what you want, your desired outcomes. But here's the key. See them as if they're already happening.
Not in the future, but now.
Exactly. You're not just wishing for it, you're mentally experiencing it right now. Feel the feelings associated with it.
Got it. And affirmations.
Affirmations are, well, they're positive statements. Things you repeat regularly, out loud or silently, to reinforce these new belief systems you want to build.
So like, I am confident or I am successful.
Precisely. And the absolute foundation, the thing that makes these tools work for building new programs in your subconscious, is repetition.
Just keep doing it.
Consistent, focused repetition. And importantly, infused with genuine feeling. Emotion is the glue.
Emotion, okay. But, it's not always easy, is it? We all have those negative thoughts, the fear, the worry.
Absolutely, the inner critic.
Yeah. And Murphy warns us, right, how easily those negative patterns can just sink right down into the subconscious and basically sabotage everything we're trying to do.
Undermine the whole process.
So what's his strategy? How does he suggest we deal with that inner resistance? that negativity?
He offers a really insightful approach. It's actually not about fighting the negativity head on.
Really? Not
Yeah.
fighting it.
No, because fighting often just gives it more energy, reinforces it. Instead, his approach is to replace those negative thoughts, actively substitute them with positive, life-affirming beliefs.
Okay, replace, not resist.
Exactly. And what's really fascinating is his specific instruction here. He says, don't fight fear. Instead, he advises, replace it with faith and clarity.
Faith and clarity.
It's a subtle shift, but it's profound. You're moving away from resistance, from pushing against something, and instead you're actively planting something new, something positive in its place.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. Less struggle, more creation.
Precisely.
Okay, so once we start to get a handle on this power, this replacement idea,
Mm-hmm.
where does Murphy suggest we focus this?
Yeah.
To see actual real-world changes. How do we apply these techniques?
Yeah, where does the rubber meet the road? He broadens the scope quite significantly, showing how these techniques apply across, well, pretty much every key area of life.
Like what specifically?
Well, take your health, for instance. It's about visualizing healing, visualizing perfect well-being, picturing yourself vibrant, energetic, completely whole.
Feeling that health.
Yes. When it comes to wealth, it's about cultivating what he calls an abundance mindset. Seeing and feeling prosperity not as something you're chasing, but as your natural state.
Interesting. Not chasing, but being.
Exactly. And then in relationships, it's about focusing first on self-love, really valuing yourself, then practicing forgiveness, letting go of old hurts towards others and yourself, and generally maintaining a positive, understanding focus in your interactions.
Wow. Health, wealth, relationships. Really covers the big ones.
The cornerstones, yeah.
It's kind of incredible to think about the practical reach of this.
Mm-hmm.
Almost overwhelming in its potential, maybe. I mean, I'd encourage you listening right now to just consider what specific area of your life might benefit most from this kind of shift as we're talking about it.
That's a great reflection point.
So beyond just what to focus on, Murphy also talks about timing, doesn't he? Like specific windows of opportunity when our subconscious is maybe more receptive, more open to influence.
He does. He highlights that the subconscious is, in his words, most open right before you fall asleep.
Ah, the drowsy state.
Yeah, that liminal space. And also immediately upon waking up before the conscious mind fully kicks into gear.
Okay, so bedtime and wake-up time are key.
Very key. He suggests these moments are ideal for that focused visualizing we talked about and for issuing what he calls mental commands, or maybe better put, clear intentions or impressions.
Mental commands, like telling your subconscious what to do.
Sort of, but gently, like impressing upon it the reality you want to create. He also connects prayer to this. He describes prayer not just as, a spiritual act, but as a deeply focused form of thought.
Okay.
A way to powerfully direct that subconscious energy. It's really about achieving a quiet, receptive state where your conscious filters, your usual skepticism are relaxed.
That makes sense. When you're half asleep, you're less likely to argue with yourself.
Exactly. The guard is down.
Now, I know some people listening might be thinking, okay, this sounds amazing, maybe a bit out there.
Yeah.
Is there any real backing for this? Beyond just theory or anecdotes?
Right. The show me the science question.
Yeah. Does Murphy connect this to anything more concrete?
He does, and that's a crucial point. He emphasizes this isn't just wishful thinking. His insights often link up with what we now understand scientifically.
How so?
Well, he talks quite a bit about how belief, pure belief, can demonstrably change your body and your brain. He famously cites the placebo effect as a prime example.
Ah, yes, the sugar pill that worked.
Exactly. Where the mind triggers real measurable healing just from the belief in a treatment, even if that treatment has no actual active ingredients.
It's fascinating.
It really is. And if you connect this to the bigger picture today, modern neuroscience, especially in fields like neuroplasticity.
Brain changing itself.
Right. It shows us that our brains are literally wired to respond to our dominant thoughts and intentions. Focused attention changes brain structure and function. The placebo effect isn't some weird anomaly. It's actually a profound window into the mind's inherent power.
It's power to heal. It's power to shape reality.
Activated purely by belief and focused intention. It gives a tangible link to modern science.
Okay, that adds a whole other layer of credibility. So for someone listening who's thinking, right, I'm ready, I want to start putting these powerful ideas into practice, Murphy offers a clear blueprint, right, for consistent daily engagement.
Yes, he boils it down to some really practical, key daily techniques, things you can actually do.
Like what? What are the steps?
Okay, first, starting your morning with gratitude. Just taking a moment to appreciate what you have. It sets a positive tone.
Simple but powerful.
Very. Second, engaging in that visualization practice every single day. Maybe focusing on one or two key goals. Really feel it.
Daily visualization. Got it.
And third, dedicating some quiet mental time at night, especially, again, just before sleep. That prime time. Use it for affirmations or more visualization.
Morning gratitude, daily visualization, nightly quiet time.
Those are the core practices. And he reiterates again and again that repetition and emotion are the absolute key. They're essential for successfully reprogramming the subconscious.
So is that a one-off thing?
Definitely not. It's not a magic trick you do once. It's a consistent, emotionally charged practice. That's what truly builds those new neural pathways, those new subconscious programs.
Consistency and feeling. Makes sense. Now, like with any powerful tool, there are probably some warnings, right? Some caveats. Murphy is clear, isn't he, that this isn't actual magic. It's not a substitute for, getting off the couch.
Absolutely. He puts in some crucial fine print. He's very clear this isn't magic, and it doesn't bypass the need for action in the real world.
Okay. And what are the limitations, or maybe potential roadblocks people might hit?
Well, one big one he explicitly states is that these techniques, they might not work or work very slowly if someone is simultaneously holding on to really deep-seated, conflicting, negative beliefs.
Like trying to plant flowers in soil full of weeds.
Exactly. Which raises an important point, right? What does that imply about the groundwork needed?
Yeah, what do you do then?
It emphasizes that sometimes manifesting the results you want still requires, well, action, definitely consistency, but also sometimes deeper healing. Healing of those underlying negative beliefs or maybe past traumas before these techniques can fully take root and really flourish.
So internal alignment is key. You can't just paste affirmations over deep-seated stuff and expect miracles overnight.
Precisely. It's often a process. Internal alignment, consistent effort, and sometimes, doing that deeper work first.
That's a really important clarification. It manages expectations. Okay, so wrapping this all up, a really powerful concept. So what does this all mean for you, for the listener, now that really know your subconscious is always listening?
That's the big question, isn't it? If your subconscious mind is constantly absorbing everything you feed it, your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs, and if that subconscious ultimately shapes your reality, just consider this. What beliefs are you currently reinforcing? Maybe completely unconsciously, especially in those quiet moments, those unguarded thoughts.
Yeah. What are we programming ourselves with without realizing it?
Exactly. And maybe the more empowering question is, what powerful truths, what positive realities are you ready to start intentionally impressing upon it? Not just today, but every single day going forward. How can you truly begin to wield the incredible power that's already within you?
Wow. That is a profound question. It really makes you think about the commitment, doesn't it? And the self-awareness it takes to bridge that gap between just knowing you have this hidden power and actually stepping up to bring it forth in your life. Really fascinating stuff.